So we have this presentation where I have two other co-presenters. Okay, so it's not one of the three presentations, it is the presentation. Okay, now there are three things I want you guys to keep in mind as we go through this presentation. First, we were pulled into this session and we were asked to prepare something just 3 days ago, all right? So if you don't like something, just forgive us, okay? Second thing is that just like social media, you know, when consumers adopt social media or they use social media, they do it in a very seamless manner. Likewise, the presentation is going to be very seamless, okay? We'll have presenters come in, come out without anybody introducing, because the introduction has already been done. So as the slides progress, depending on who's speaking what, speakers will come in and go out, okay? And third, the most important thing is, at the end of the presentation, it's okay if you don't ask questions, but you definitely need to like us, okay? So just raise your thumbs and like us, all right? Okay, with that, let's get started. So,
can we do that before the presentation?
Absolutely. Thank you. All right, so digital and social media, as you know, it's an extremely hot topic. And why is it so? Very simple answer, consumers are adopting it. Right? So as marketers, go where consumers go. If consumers are going on digital social media, well, follow them there. And so here are some numbers, you know, $1 trillion consumption, and this is worldwide, which is up 12%. And what is interesting is that the three reasons that are driving the growth of digital and social media, if you look at it, point number 1 and 3 are extremely close to the Indian context. Right? Because you have this huge explosive middle class, you know, that's fast emerging and fast adopting this channel and this medium. And then you have this proliferation of smartphones in India, right? It's very hard to think of anybody, be it a domestic servant or a fruit vendor, or, you know, from the top CEO to the lowest of the person, basically has a smartphone in India, right? So given this fact, right, given this backdrop, it's not surprising to see that worldwide companies are shifting their marketing dollars to digital and social media, right? And this is coming from a survey of global CMOs, right? So what is fascinating is that one aspect of social media that basically distinguishes itself from other forms of media is real time, right? So here's a nice example, right? So in August 23rd, 2011, there was an earthquake that had happened in the United States. It was quite a minor earthquake, but the Washington Monument, you may have read the news, the Washington Monument, there was a crack, it had got damaged. So it happened at 1:51 p.m. and the magnitude was 5.8, okay? So the first tweet of that earthquake was sent out from Virginia to residents in New York. So people had friends, relatives, and as the earthquake was happening, people were saying, OMG, you know, oh my God, you know, there's an earthquake happening, and it went out pretty much at the same time. Shock waves were felt in New York 40 seconds later, okay? And time taken by the US Geological Survey with their most sophisticated equipments out there to issue and broadcast to the people that something like this has happened, it took 2 to 20 minutes, okay? And there are countless examples like this in terms of how social media has become extremely effective in propagating information in real time, right? So then the question is, how can we apply this to business applications, right? So here's another example, right? So Harry Potter, everybody knows Harry Potter, what Harry Potter is all about. So Harry Potter made millions and billions of dollars with the movies, first book, then the movie. And then they said, well, the movies are over, what do we do to continue generating revenue? And so they said, well, let's open an amusement park. So they were opening an amusement park in Orlando, and they basically had the question that how do we basically spread the information? How do we generate awareness about this new amusement park? Now, they had millions of dollars when it came to marketing budget, but the senior VP of marketing, okay, of this Harry Potter amusement park tried something which was very unconventional. And what she did was, instead of burning millions of dollars and creating an advertisement blitz, which is usually a norm, you know, whenever something this big is basically you want to generate awareness for that, what she did was she invited 7 bloggers. she invited 7 bloggers, okay, and she did a webcast. She didn't even fly them to Orlando. She even wanted to save airfare on it. So she asked 7 bloggers and she did a webcast and said, these are handpicked bloggers, and obviously they were very influential, and she said, you 7 bloggers are the only people to whom we are giving you the inside details about this new amusement park which is opening tomorrow. Okay? Within 24 hours, 350 million people got to know about it, which by the way is greater than the population of the United States. Right? How did this happen? Simple answer, social media. Right? Because they blogged about it, people who are reading those blogs started tweeting and started passing on that information to their friends, which in turn went to their friends' friends. Mainstream media picked it up and they started talking about it, and it just spread like wildfire. Right? So obviously everybody knows that social media is an extremely powerful form of communication, right? So here's an advertisement, okay, that channel number 5 basically put that up on YouTube, and before I comment on it, take a look at it. Oh, should have done this.
It's not a journey. Every journey ends, but we go on. The world turns and we turn with it. Plans disappear. Dreams take over. But wherever I go, there you are. My luck, my fate, my fortune. Chanel number 5. Inevitable.
Okay, very big brand, very well-known brand, and you can see the number of views it has generated. Now I'm going to take you to the YouTube channel. Okay, this video was embedded from there. But I'm going to take you to the YouTube page.
It's not a journey.
Where this advertisement resides, right? Now this is social media, right? So people can post comments on it, right? So let's scroll down and see what is it that people are talking about. You read that? I'm not going to read it. What a shitty commercial. You don't need this crap. Cheer up, Brad, blah, blah, blah. Is Brad running out of money to star in this? Stupid, empty, blah, blah, blah. It goes on and on. It just goes on and on and on. Not only that, okay, this particular commercial has become a laughing stock on TV. All right? So here's a parody, okay? It's just a 20-second one, so I'm going to just play it quickly.
Is the light on or is it off? This towel smells funny. Disturb, not do. I'm dyslexic. The paper walls, it can't stop the sound. There's a hair on my pillow. And it isn't mine. Motel number 6.
Okay, so, right, so the question is that, what works and what doesn't work on social media, right? It's a big challenge when it comes to firms.